Hello, and welcome to Mission 84 of my HypermysticsonicHMS series, where we do a bit of cutscene things, and then a lot more of me being horrible. Today's episode is western themed, except for the car, and the guns, and the clothing. I'll start the western music, and then we can really get into it, you see. Okay, I guess that sounds vaguely western. Well, CJ, as usual, you've ruined everything. Anyway, in this mission, plot things happen and you kill Pulaski, with no consequences. Which is exactly why I asked why this didn't happen earlier. Oh, also, it turns out Hernandez was a good guy the whole time, so he gets killed as well. So hold on a minute, does that mean he's the one to blame for all these various justice doers who always somehow get dirt on Tenpenny that you have to stop? Perhaps Hernandez was secretly manipulating everything behind the scenes the whole time. Maybe he's not even really dead. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, because there's been another 10-month gap or whatever since the last camera hack. That's standard for this series, which has been going on 9 years strong, by the way. The 123 robot, the guy who just can't finish the series. Truly something to be proud of. Now, let's hurry up and start submission before another year passes.
Carl! Hope we didn't keep you waiting, Holmes.
Nah, I was just chilling.
I bet you were. At the dossier? Hand it over.
Hey, everything cool now?
I don't know, Carl. Eddie?
Our boy's done good.
No! You snitch piece of shit! You vato asshole! You sold us out! Time to dig, Carl. You take care of things.
Huh? Where are you going?
To get drunk and get laid. You got a problem with that?
No, Frank, relax.
Good. I'll see you back at the precinct. And I'll see you in the next life, Carl.
All right, that's good. That's deep enough for two.
Eddie, Tenpenny just using you. He's using all of us. You're the next one he's gonna silence, man.
Shut the fuck up, scum! And it's Officer Pulaski to you. Fucking die!
Okay, hold on. I think I need a moment here. There are so many things to discuss. Okay, firstly, where did these cars come from? They quite obviously were not here before, and would have no reason to be there anyway. Pulaski obviously didn't set us up beforehand since he expected to just kill CJ then and there, not have to try to escape. Which brings me to my next point. Why didn't he kill CJ? He had a gun, and he was aiming it right in his face, and he was in the perfect position to kill him. There is no explanation of how we got from the end of that cutscene to CJ chasing Pulaski out of the graveyard. Pulaski easily had the upper hand there, and there was no reason why the tables should have turned. All I can think is how he was distracted by Hernandez, but then CJ wasn't shown to be making any attempt to make use of said distraction at the end of that cutscene. I mean, he has guns as we can clearly see, so it seems to me like he could have easily whipped one out and shot Pulaski just there, rather than somehow having him escape. Seriously, a situation where Pulaski unexpectedly loses his advantage, and yet escapes before CJ could just kill him, is incredibly unlikely.
Put out like a pro! Screw you, Pulaski!
Well, alright then. A fitting end to the mission, I suppose. Screw you, Pulaski! That won't do much good for you now, will it, CJ? I just imagine him angrily shaking his fist at Pulaski as he drives off into the distance and he's just shouting, "Screw you, Pulaski!" Oh dear. Yeah, so, it's been a while since I screwed up a mission like this, but it gives me more time to rant, so I'll accept it. So anyway, back to ranting, which I know everyone loves. Why did Tenpenny decide to wait until the exchange with the dossier was happening to knock out Hernandez in unnecessarily public and dramatic fashion? Really, he should have just done that earlier, shouldn't he? I do understand not shooting him for the sake of not leaving blood evidence, though I feel like as long as you do a half-decent job, no one's going to notice random blood in the middle of the desert. But anyway, doing so would have avoided the risk of him almost surprising Pulaski later. Speaking of which, he did a rubbish job of that, didn't he? Could have been a bit more sneaky about it, but instead he just unceremoniously tripped and fell into the grave after getting shot. And that just goes on to prove that they don't mind shooting, see? Anyway, if I was Hernandez, I probably would have snuck off rather than trying to jump Pulaski, but then I'm a wuss, I guess. Also, I'm not convinced anyone actually covered his grave back up, so he might just be lying there dead for all to see. Who knows? Couldn't someone have followed them here too? considering they drove in their bloody police car. They didn't seem particularly careful about all of this. Excuse me? Did the game just cheat? I was already doing badly enough. Now they're having to whip out the teleportation powers in normal gameplay too. This bloody game truly is breaking down. Hold on, let's just take a look back at the map there. Well, there you have it. Definitive proof that this game is a load of bollocks. Jesus A is officially the worst GTA ever, it's official. Or Pulaski is some sort of magical, mystical being maybe, but if he was, he wouldn't be about to get killed, would he? So, I doubt it.
Thanks, homie. You here.
Well, at least all of these failures mean we can keep seeing CJ as he's apparently almost swallowed up by quicksand there. That's pretty fun. Anyway, I hope you guys weren't hoping for a short episode, because apparently we won't be getting one. Besides, I still haven't even had time to discuss the weird things we saw from Camera Hack, because I spent too long ranting about how Rockstar's writing sucks. So, you know, still not a bad thing. Besides, that last failure was pretty spectacular, I must admit. You know, Pulaski never learns to stop hitting that sign every single time. And yet I always miss my chance to take advantage of him getting stuck there. Let's consider what ChemHack taught us about that cutscene. The police car was certainly a highlight. I love the way that it just picks up its occupants as it drives by them. And then I was surprised when it didn't disappear for the grave digging scene, and just stayed there. That's an interesting thing to learn. Oh my god, I keep falling down that hill. There was a day that I was good at driving, I swear to you. Anyway, Tenpenny stayed put too, except he was hiding under the earth, presumably so we could secretly spy on what Pulaski and CJ were up to. Even 84 missions in, magical floating people in weird poses don't get old. But apart from the car, it was your fairly average Camera Hack cutscene. You know, things randomly moving and people freezing and going through things. Typical behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, on another note, there is absolutely zero chance that these guys will be able to hear each other by just shouting in the middle of a high-speed chase. I've seen some unbelievable things in this game, but this is definitely the thing that completely ruins all sense of immersion. For shame, Rockstar. For shame. Meanwhile, it seems Rockstar decided to just completely stop giving a toss and went ahead and made Pulaski as cartoonishly evil as possible. There's no subtlety here. They just throw out all the stops, don't they? Ooh, I spied on your horny chihuahua sister. Ooh, I'll grab your mother's horrifically mutilated corpse in extreme detail. And also, while I'm at it, I'll probably molested it too. They may as well have just had him scream out, I'm a non-empathetic evil person. And given him a mustache to twirl as well. Oh, one thing I found weird that happens in almost every cutscene is that when the camera isn't on an object, Rockstar just like to move it around randomly for the sake of it. You can tell they were having some fun behind the scenes, that's for sure. Anyway, I think I've finally exhausted my list of complaints for what may be the most nonsensical mission ever. Although maybe the one where you steal the jetpack tops it. Yeah, so that's why you should probably stay in the car. Because Pulaski is a stupid overpowered deagle, which is a load of bollocks because it stuns you and can kill you in 3 shots. Damn, this is starting to feel way too much like an episode of John Museum by this point. If I can't even master the normal missions, what hope do I have of custom ones? Anyway, I'm really sick of this mission, so let's just press the fast forward button until I do it. I promise that this is actually the one where you won't have to keep suffering. Just please be nice about my playing ability in the comments, I beg you. Wow, well, Carl was dangerously close to another horrific death there. Fortunately, his bandito magically disappeared before it exploded, and Pulaski's car that we just saw blow up has been resurrected so that Pulaski can have a nice lie down against it as he dies. Hooray! Why would Pulaski ask that as his last request anyway? I mean, he's clearly not in a condition to take part in anything so physically active. Plus, I doubt we could get Kendall here fast enough before he dies. Speaking of which, where the hell is Kendall? You haven't seen her for a long time. Probably because she has no place in this part of the story, and Rockstar obviously couldn't think of anything for a useless character to do. Good old Rockstar and their poor planning. Anyway, even though I just murdered a police officer in public in this town with numerous witnesses and didn't hide the body or anything, no one ever tracked me down for it. Even in the mission Riot, they say he's missing and believed on the run. How is it even possible for them not to know what happened here? Just another strike against this ridiculous mission, I'm afraid. I've been doing a lot of complaining in these last few camera hacks. I definitely think about these missions way too hard. Anyway, there we have more whining from Ken, who sucks. Honestly, I'm surprised Salvatore hasn't killed him yet. More power to him, I say. Do it. Do it! It's not like it would affect the story much. So, anyway, that mission's finally over then. It took way too long, but I guess better late than never. That'd be a perfect motto for me, don't you think? Thank you for sitting through this absolute mess of an episode. You must have amazing willpower if you did. And that's another mission struck off the camera hack list, and we get ever closer to the end that will probably come in many years' time. The next mission, whenever it happens, is Mission 85, St. Mark's Bistro, which is the one everyone gets all hot and bothered about because, whoa, Liberty City. It sort of loses luster after all the time I spent dealing with it in HIU though. So don't expect much excitement from me. So in summary, hooray, more camera hack, woohoo and such. Now go away.
Goodbye.
Ha! I tricked you. I'm not done. I'm a genius, the master of pranking. Anyway, before I actually go, I just wanted to show off a really quick and easy way you can beat this mission that you could use. I'm sure pretty much everyone knows about it, but it looks cool and makes up for all my failures, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I only get to do each mission once, so I may as well be thorough about it. As satisfying as it is to just do it in 1 second, it's also incredibly painful after all that suffering trying to chase him when I could easily have just done that. Of course, if I had done that, I would have had to commentate over CJ's face for 10 minutes instead, and that wouldn't have been that great, so this is what we're doing. Accept it. I expect a full report on how amazingly cool I am from every single one of you, by the way. Make sure it's in depth. Oh, and if you're wondering how that works, it's basically some weird glitch where getting in the passenger side while holding the jump key or whatever causes you to kill the person who's driving. That's a terrible explanation. But I don't care, I just wanted to look impressive. Damn it, be impressed!
Hello?
You've hung us out to dry, I know it.
Yep, you're right, Rosenberg, I've hung you out to dry. If only cancelling the phone call there meant I didn't have to do the next mission and he'd just die. The phrase hanging out to dry sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds pretty nice, just hanging outside in a nice cold breeze that dries you off. I don't see Rosenberg's issue with that. Then again, pretty much every saying makes no sense at all, especially when I'm saying it, let's be honest. But whatever, the episode's actually over now. I'll be nice and not tell you to go away since you stayed long enough to see this, so congratulations.
Goodbye. Hey, Eddie, before you go fuck yourself, you thick redneck chump.
Well, oh my god. That's really hard to say. I shouldn't say that like that. Well, as satisfying as it is to do... As satisfying as it is... What? As satisfying as it is to just... As satisfying as it is to just do it in... Ooh, I will scrub your most horrifically mutual... Ooh, I will scrub your mother's... Oh my god. Ooh, I will scrub your most horrifically mutual... Oh, I admit this is such a tongue twister. Ooh,